Welcome back to our channel. I'm Michelle, and today we'll be discussing the methods that you can use to form your LLC in Alabama. Also, we're going to be covering the steps that are involved in starting your LLC, the forms that you will need, the naming requirements, and how to actually register your Alabama LLC. Alabama is located in the southeast part of the United States. It is popularly known as the Cotton State, having states like Florida, Georgia, and Tennessee bordered around. With remarkable diversification in the economy, Alabama has witnessed a post-World War II boom in finance, technology, business, manufacturing, and so much more. You can start your Alabama LLC by three methods. Number one is that you can do it yourself. Number two is that you hire a professional service to do it for you, which is the most easy and secure method. Now, we recommend TailorBrands as one of the top-notch services out there purely for this purpose. Number three is that you can hire an attorney. So what exactly is an LLC? An LLC is a hybrid business entity combining a corporation's characteristics with a partnership or sole proprietorship. It separates your personal assets from your business assets and thus giving you personal asset protection. When starting an LLC in Alabama, you mainly have to file your certificate of formation with the state and pay a filing fee of $150. So for this video, we'll be discussing options number 1 and 2, but placing emphasis on why you need a professional service to do it for you, because you have to make sure you're doing your LLC work correctly, because this is one of the things where you can't afford missing key information or any misunderstandings. TailorBrands is a really good and competent professional service that you can get, because forming an LLC is not just filing the certificate of formation, but also deciding on a name, hiring a registered agent, creating an operating agreement, and obtaining an EIN. All of these can be done under one roof with TailorBrands. I'll be leaving the links in the description below so you can easily go and check them out. I'm going to now give you an in-depth look into the 5 important steps that you must cover when you're forming your LLC. This is where we begin our in-depth look into every step for forming your LLC in Alabama. Number 1 is choosing the business name. Now, before you name your business, you must note that the name should be easy to remember, should be available in the States, and follows all the LLC naming guidelines. You can find the naming guidelines in the links mentioned at startmyllc.io. The specific requirements that need to be followed when naming the company are: number 1, your business name should be available and no other existing business in Alabama can share that name. Each name is unique to its owner. Now, limited liability company should be there as a suffix in the company name. You cannot use any name for your business that is confusing or misleading. Terms such as Treasury, State Department, FBI, CIA should not be included. Terms like banks, universities, attorney, doctor, they can be added, but only after the additional requirements by Alabama state government are fulfilled. If you do not wish to file your LLC right now, but you want to hold the name that you've decided, then you can reserve your LLC name for up to 1 year. Now, to keep the name, you have to file a name reservation application and pay $25 to reserve your name with the Secretary of State. The second step to forming an LLC in the state of Alabama is to appoint a registered agent. A registered agent is an entity that will work and act on the LLC's behalf. This person or business will receive important paperwork and other official government correspondence in Alabama. Now, you have to make sure your registered agent for this process is a resident of Alabama and has a physical street address. Their business address is used as the LLC's principal address in Alabama. Most LLC formation companies also provide registered agent services. TailorBrand is a great LLC setup service. Even if you buy the cheapest plan, which is around $49 per year, you also get registered agent services and other services at a very reasonable price. A key thing to note when getting a registered agent is the importance of having one, and having a legit one, because in case of any lawsuit or if you get sued, the lawyer of the other party is going to do what is known as piercing the corporate veil. Most people believe that they are setting up LLCs for tax purposes, but the real reason for setting up an LLC is to limit your liability. Basically, what it does is that it creates a divide between your personal assets and your business assets. So if you're sued in your businesses, they cannot go after your personal assets. When you're sued, the attorney who is the one suing you is going to start looking for cracks in your LLC. Now, this is where the piercing the corporate veil takes place. The first thing they're going to do is check whether you have a registered agent if they're legit, and have they been filing all the paperwork. Now, the third and another important step in forming an LLC is to file the certificate of formation. The Alabama Articles of Organization is a legal document needed to officially register your business with the Secretary of State. It costs $200 to file your formation certificate via mail, and if you file online, then it's going to cost $208. The certificate of formation includes details like the name of the LLC, registered agent's name, address, employee details, and the structure of the company, whether it's member managed or manager managed. Now, before hiring employees in Alabama, one should know about the rules and regulations thoroughly to avoid any future issues. We suggest TailorBrands to file a certificate of formation because they provide an easier way to fill out the forms without any confusion or missing out of the steps. If you get stuck anywhere, they have a live chat that will definitely help you out promptly. Now, the fourth step is the operating agreement. An operating agreement is an internal document that legally outlines the proprietorship and operating procedures of your LLC. This document is vital as it ensures that all the business owners are on the same page regarding how they operate, their voting power, business dissolutions, and such, thus reducing future conflicts. When it comes to filing an Alabama LLC operating agreement, the state does not require you to have a comprehensive operating agreement, but it is ideal to have one that contains all the details of your business operation. It's recommended that it should be done using a professional service such as TailorBrands, since they know exactly what to do and you won't have to worry about missing out any of the details. The agreement template is drafted for a small fee of $29. The EIN, also known as the Employer Identification Number, is a 9-digit number which is given by the IRS to make it easier to identify the types of businesses which are for tax purposes and taxes in general. The EIN is necessary for any active businesses or any form of businesses for that matter. EIN is needed when LLC hires employees. To obtain an EIN, you have to fill up a form which can be online or you can submit it by mail to the IRS. You can get an EIN assistant through TailorBrands who can help you with the process. I'll be leaving the links to all of the resources in the description below. You can go there and check out which of the options fit your requirements. For now, I'll be showing you how to file the forms using TailorBrands. So this is the website for TailorBrands. And as you can see on the website, there's option to set up your LLC, and you can also design a logo, merch, and the website itself for your brand in case you need one and haven't really gotten around to getting it. I'm going to go into form an LLC. Now choose the state that you're setting up your LLC in. Add your business name. You can check for the name availability here, which will save you a lot of time. Or alternatively, you can choose the method that I told you earlier by going to the business entity name search. Click on the type of services that you're offering. You'll have to pick which stage of your business that you're on, whether it's still in the idea stage or it has been set up and fully running. Choose what sort of income your brand will be. Now you can select ways in which you would be offering your services. Choose whether your business will have a physical address to receive the documents, and also whether there'll be a dedicated person there who's going to receive these. Select the number of employees. Now you have to fill out the information for your business, like your name, phone number, email address. Now choose whether you want to opt for a registered agent or not. TailorBrand charges $199 annually for hiring a registered agent. If you don't have one, then I highly recommend that you get one through them, because the one thing you can't risk is not having a legitimate registered agent. You're going to need an EIN, like I discussed before, for tax-related purposes. If you don't have one, or you're overwhelmed by the process required to get an EIN, then just let TailorBrands do it for you. It's going to cost you $99. Pick if you want to file for compliance. It will cost you $199 when you do it through TailorBrands. Here you can choose whether you want to have your business branding done. If you already have things like logos, domain, and a website, then just move forward. Select if you want to speed up the process. You can form the operating agreement using TailorBrands if you haven't made one already, or you are unsure of how to proceed with making the agreement by yourself. See if all the information that you chose and entered is correct, and check the final billing as well. You can now proceed to pay for the service, and that's all you need to start and form your LLC. Now that you've created your Alabama LLC, there are still a few things that you're going to need. Now you need a company business bank account and a credit card. You need to file the Alabama business permits and licenses. You need to have general liability insurance and professional liability insurance, which also covers your employees. You have to file the Alabama LLC annual report. I hope you enjoyed the comprehensive video on how to start your LLC in Alabama, and I wish you the best of luck if you're starting off your businesses there. Please continue to support our channel by liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the little notification button. I'll see you in the next video.